Miss her so much, man. I'm sorry she was in that predicament. I wish she would have called me and let me know. But I just wish I would have been there to save her life.
It keeps playing back in my head. Everything, her running, her staring into space, her everything. She was such a beautiful person. I'm gonna miss her so much.
At a mere 19 years old, Keyon'ce Gladney embodied a passion for life that surpassed many elders. She possessed an unwavering commitment to aiding others and serving as a cornerstone of her community. Described by her family as a selfless individual with a sharp sense of humor and unshakable faith, Keyon'ce left an indelible mark on those around her. Employed at a staffing agency specializing in licensed healthcare professionals, Keyon'ce's aspirations stretched beyond conventional boundaries. Eager to deepen her involvement, she enrolled in Hennepin Technical College's paramedic program, driven by a fervent desire to join the front lines and save lives. What's more commendable, she harbored ambitions of becoming a foster mother, aiming to bridge the gap in the shortage of foster homes and provide solace, safety, and affection to those most in need. At just 19, she was emerging as a leader and champion of her community. Tragically, a vacation to Chicago would cut short her promising future, as a masked assailant opened fire on her group, claiming her life in a senseless act of violence. Welcome to the American Crime Femicide channel. Please like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell for future uploads. On February 25, sisters Keilaysia and Keyon'ce Gladney were enjoying a vacation, basking in the warmth of an unseasonably pleasant day at Potawatomi Park in Chicago's North Side, accompanied by two friends. As they relaxed and listened to music, a person donning a ski mask appeared. "I thought that was a bad sign. I started to walk away," recounted Keilaysia Gladney. Suddenly, chaos erupted as the masked assailant unleashed gunfire, prompting the group to flee in terror. In the pandemonium, Keilaysia witnessed her sister, Keyon'ce, collapse to the ground. She was shot in the chest. One of our friends came and started giving her CPR and trying to stop the bleeding. Despite the desperate efforts to save her, Keyon'ce succumbed to her grievous injury.
North Side and the South Side mass shootings in one day. In each incident, 4 people were shot. A total of 4 people died, and one of them is a 14-year-old boy. 2 teens and 2 men were inside a home at 80th and Vincennes last night at 7:30. 2 offenders entered and shot them. The 14-year-old, a 20-year-old, and a 36-year-old, they all died. A 17-year-old boy survived. Right now, no one is in custody. Also yesterday, 4 people were shot in Potawatomi Park in the middle of the day. Witnesses say that 2 people walked up at about 3 p.m. They started shooting, killing a 19-year-old woman and wounding a 22-year-old woman and 2 men ages 19 and 20. Other people were in the park at the time. They heard the shots.
We were at the dog park and we heard about 8 shots and then we saw a bunch of looked like teenagers fleeing and then we heard someone scream, call 911, call 911. We went to administer first aid and we just hope she's okay.
Keyon'ce Gladney was visiting from Minnesota and was her family's ray of light when tragedy struck in this Northside park.
When she fell, I thought she just tripped. I was like, Keyon'ce, come on, we gotta go. She wasn't getting up.
Keyon'ce's sister Keilaysia was also shot in the foot when police say 2 people, one wearing a ski mask, opened fire on the group the siblings were with in Potawatomi Park in the Rogers Park neighborhood. A total of 4 people were shot, including 19-year-old Keyon'ce, who was struck in the chest.
It keeps playing back in my head. Everything, her running, her staring into space, her everything. She was such a beautiful person. I'm gonna miss her so much.
The motive for the shooting unclear. Relatives say Keyon'ce was in beauty school in Minnesota, and beautiful she was, inside and out, say her loved ones.
Violent weekend in Chicago. In fact, 2 shootings on the opposite sides of the city involving 4 victims each. One happening inside of a home, the other in broad daylight in a park.
It's just unbelievable that they took her away from me.
The pain, fresh.
I just don't understand what happened.
As Courtney Gladney arrives at a Chicago police station after driving from Minnesota, bracing for a new and heart-wrenching reality. His daughters were two of four people shot Sunday at Potawatomi Park in Rogers Park. The youngest one, Keyon'ce Gladney, was the only one who did not survive.
I miss her so much, man. I'm sorry she was in that predicament. I wish she would have called me and let me know. But I just wish I would have been there to save her life.
His 21-year-old daughter now out of the hospital, but the trauma for her still remains.
She's hurt right now, like I can't talk to her. You know, I can't talk to her on the phone, so I drove up here so I can. But she's doing real bad that she was with her sister and witnessed that, her sister is gone now.
The senseless bloodshed in Chicago continuing through the night as four more people were shot later in a home near 80th and Vincennes in Chatham. 3 people were killed, including 14-year-old Amir Deese and 20-year-old Ladeveret Ringgold.
I'm feeling very sad about it because I love these people.
Fred Smith says he knows the Ringgold family returning to the scene where he says they live with a heavy heart.
It's really tearing me up inside right about now. And I just can't get over it. You know, it's too much going on out here.
In fact, this weekend, 21 people were victims of gun violence. Separate families now sharing the same heartbreak, eager to mend those broken pieces with answers.
Hopefully we can get something from the police and they can find out who did it. Y'all took my baby away from me. Turn y'all self in.
Happened so quick.
It's all still sinking in. For Keyonce's sisters, Courtney, Keilaysia, and Kanani, still coming to grips with the loss of a sister, a daughter, a cousin.
I just saw someone with a ski mask coming. I thought that was a bad sign. I started to walk away.
Keilaysia and Keyon'ce were on vacation visiting Potawatomi Park on Chicago's North Side last Sunday, along with 2 other friends. They were listening to music and soaking up the sun on an unseasonably warm day.
Thought she tripped, but she was shot and she fell to the ground. And then one of our friends came and started giving her CPR and trying to stop the bleeding.
Keyon'ce was shot in the chest and died from her injuries, while Keilaysia was shot in the foot. She'll be in this cast for a few more weeks.
I didn't even realize it until someone pointed it out to me.
Family says Keyon'ce was studying at Hennepin Tech with dreams of becoming a paramedic and a foster parent. They say she went out of her way to help others and had a strong sense of humor and a strong faith.
She's very strong-minded, smart, very smart, talented.
Amen.
Family held a balloon release at a Chaska Park Sunday.
It was happy, but it was also sad. There was a lot of crying, but at the same time, it felt really good.
They now want whoever did this to face the consequences.
We want to get justice for her.
Yes, yeah. we want answers. We just want to figure out who did this to her, and we want her to be laid to rest.
In the wake of Keyonce's tragic murder, family and friends have turned to social media to voice their anguish and outrage. Royalty Home Care and Healthcare Staffing, the company she dedicated herself to, shared a heartfelt tribute. Today, Royalty Home Care and Healthcare Staffing remembers Keyon'ce Gladney. With heavy hearts, we bid farewell to Keyon'ce Gladney, who dedicated herself to the noble profession of hospice and home health care since 2022. Keyon'ce was more than a hospice aide. She was a compassionate soul who poured love and kindness into the lives of the clients she cared for. Her devotion went beyond duty, as she aimed to please and went above and beyond expectations. Keyonce's love for her clients was evident in her actions, showing up before her scheduled times, ensuring they experienced care fit for royalty. May her memory be a source of inspiration, and may her compassionate spirit continue to touch the lives of those she cared for and the employees she worked with. Rest in peace, Keyon'ce Gladney. No funeral details have been released as of now. However, the family passionately urges that the individual responsible for robbing them of their beloved daughter, sister, cousin, niece, and friend be swiftly brought to justice. This senseless act of gun violence has inflicted an irreparable loss. Please join us in keeping Keyonce's family and friends in your thoughts and prayers. May Keyon'ce Gladney rest in peace.